Well, there you are. Hey, kids, how's everybody going out there in YouTube land? Oh, man. Oh, Grandpa's beat. I need to get my fat butt in better shape. I just walked down to Worst Marine and to a bait shop. And see if this is going to work. I know this is going to work. Oh, I got the sun in my eyes. That's not going to work. Got to figure out some place I can put you here that I'm not... Uh-oh. What do you got? Huh. I think Miss Lilly may have cut a pad somehow. Sorry about that. I think Miss Lilly may have cut a pad. I see blood on the deck. Sit. Which foot? Gonna have to check this out, fellas. Oh well. In a minute. I don't know where I'm gonna put you that I can do this. Just came back from West Marine. Ran over there to get some stuff. And man, did I get a whole bunch of other fun stuff as well. I don't know what she could have cut herself on. There's nothing here for her to cut herself on, but she's acting like maybe she's just got a dirty foot. So let me see. That one. That one, nope. That one. Move, let me see it. No, she's not bleeding. I don't know what's going on. Huh. Well, whatever it is, she must have just, oh, I think I know what happened. I see now. There was a little seagull spot. A seagull that's a present. And she apparently stepped in that. And now it's all over the deck. Lovely. Well, I gotta wash the boat. I knew that anyway. So, she's fine. She's absolutely fine. Hey, Douglas. Yes, man. Life isn't just good, Douglas. Life is awesome. I don't know, can you guys hear me from there? Am I too far away? Can you hear me okay? I know the wind's blowing pretty good. I wanted to get you down out of the wind, so let me know if you can hear me okay, all right? Somebody say something. Say, yes, we can hear you. Or say, no, you can't. I guess you can't hear me. Am I too far away? Hello? We can hear you. Okay, thank you. Just wanted to make sure. I guess there's a little bit of a delay, but it's slow, but I can hear you fine. Okay, all right, a little delay. So here's what I got today in my haul today. I got all kinds of fun stuff. I got a little net so that when Lily, move. When I get fish, I've got something to put them in. So that was fun. I went to Worst Marine and I picked up a whole bunch of interesting things. I bought a little cable lock for the generator so I can secure it so it doesn't disappear. And I had to buy a little wax polyester twine sewing kit. And what that's for is so that I can use that on the new halyards. So, oh, and for those of you that were wondering, I bought the lifelines for Lily. I'm going to put those up on the lifelines for the netting so that she will be nice and safe. But I bought two different halyards, one for the main and one for the foresail. And this is what I ended up getting. White and red. The
Keep us on the boat till you leave.
Okay.
All three, that fits all three doors.
That fits all three doors.
Everything works in journal don't work in the bed. I got cards in there that says don't use. It's broke on.
Okay.
But the toilets and the sink work.
Okay.
But the sink in the shower room don't work.
Okay.
There's a leak up inside the fucking wall when I turn it on.
All right, so the shower works, and the toilet works. That's all that matters.
Yeah, I know.
That's all that matters. Okay.
That sink in there ain't worth.
Because I was thinking about grabbing some soap and going for a swim.
You don't want to do that.
A little chilly.
It's a good shower.
Okay.
But the tank's on.
Okay.
Half hour from now, there will probably be hot water.
Oh, I'm not.
I know
Because when I spoke to Gary the other day, I'm sorry guys, I'm in the midst of doing a live stream. This is one of the fellas here from the marina helping me out. No, it's all right. When I was talking to Gary the other day, he was saying that it wasn't working. I got the inclination from him it was going to be a while. Wow, okay. Okay. Well, good. I'm glad it's working. That's awesome.
This summer, once we get all the boats in, we're going to run a trench across and come over down that trench. And that'll be our water source instead of that pipe laying on.
Get it down and buried and safe and stuff. Good idea. Sure. Sure. Good idea. All right. Thank you very much. Woohoo! The marina now has a shower and a flush head. That's awesome. Absolutely awesome. Anyhow, the reason why I bring up the halyards with you guys and why I want to talk about it is the specification said that I needed to have 3/8 line for the mainsail, 80 feet. Well, there's 80 feet of 3/8. So that's going to be my my mainsail halyard. And I got it in white. So, because it's a big white sail and I got a big white rope and it's got a little bit of red flecking in it. And then I went the opposite. I went with red line for the mainsail or the head sail. But this is where the problem lies. The head sail called for 7/16. They didn't have any 7/16. So I was thinking about stepping up in size and going to 1/2 inch. But then I got to worrying that the 1/2 inch may not fit through the pulley system. It may not work through the hole because I thought, you know, bigger would be better. But so I ended up having to get the same 3/8 line instead of the 7/16 for my foresail. So I'm a little underpowered on my halyard line for the foresail. I hope it's all right. I bought the best quality rope I could. But what do you guys think? I stepped down a little bit. Is that going to be catastrophic? I don't know. I don't know. So I'm a little worried about that. Shove that back in my bag here. So today I'm going to go over and take the sewing kit and I'm going to go over and sew the end of these halyards, these new lines. I'm going to sew this butt to butt with the other old halyard, and that way I can pull, you know, the new line in by pulling the old line out. This will just feed right in behind it. So I'm going to, you know, stitch these two lines together as best I can to make them one. Probably should have got a little tape to wrap on there. I didn't think of that, but we'll see. I dropped some stuff. There we go. So, woohoo, got showers, man. That's awesome. Sorry about all that interruption there in the live stream, but let me see what I missed in the way of chats. Miss Lilly is very happy. Shower, woohoo, yeah, all right. I unfortunately didn't know enough about sailing to know. I still have to figure out about the rigging for my sailboat. Well, that's all right, Austin. Hey, Mary, how you doing? Country Cruiser, Dave G, Austin, Terry, Palmer, how you doing, guys? Kim, how you doing? Harris, you can hear me? Okay, how you doing? Welcome. Cool. Okay, I don't think I missed anybody there. I want to make sure I say hello to everybody. Don't want to be rude. If I missed you, I'm sorry. Try to speak up or something, you know. You know, I figure somebody will get in the comments that, you know, there's always these people that know better than I, so I'll be interested to hear what they say. But man, I tell you what, that wore this old guy out this morning. It wasn't that it was that far, and really it was a beautiful walk. It really was a pretty walk down along by the dock of the bay and looking out over the bay. And they had chairs, they had benches all along the way, so I get to stop and sit down. I was able to walk all the way down there without a problem. But coming back toting everything, I have to admit, I had to use one of those benches and take a bit of a breather and rest for a little bit. Let me show you the rest of the cool stuff I got today. And this goes right into the grocery getting aspect of living on a sailboat. I got a minnow trap so I can catch some bait. In the meantime, while I'm waiting to catch some bait, I bought some bait. I got some wax worms, I got some night crawlers, and I got some minnows. Check this thing out. Talk about old school, huh? Remember these when we were kids? They had the buckets. They had the newfangled plastic ones, you know. They had those there, and I was thinking about getting one of those, but then I saw the old fray bill sitting there, and I thought, oh man, I'm old school. I got to get the old school one. That's the one to have. You have water. You have water in your dish down there. Don't be drinking mine. My water. Yours is down there. Go get it. Go get it if you want your water. Go get it. Go get it. Anyhow. Beautiful, beautiful morning today. We're going to work on getting the halyards put onto the boat and get the mast up. I'm hoping to get the stick up. I'm also, well, I was highly motivated in a hurry to get the toilet built, but now I don't have to worry about that so much. So I might put that off on a back burner. I won't need that until I head out, and that's going to be not until Sunday. So that's no longer a priority. I'm excited to see the mast go up. I am too. I want to make sure. My concern is I don't have all the rigging. I think I have all the rigging, but I noticed the other day I found some parts just laying here on the deck, and I was like, oh crap. So I wonder what else was laying on the deck that blew off or whatever. So have to go. Okay, Doug, see you later, man. So that's what we're going to worry about today. I guess the priority is just going to be getting those halyards put together and getting the stick pulled up. I think I'm going to try to get the lifelines installed, get this netting on the lifelines to contain Miss Lily so that she's contained on the boat. Had a great morning this morning. I got up really early, about 5:30. Miss Lily and I went for a real nice long walk. There's a, down that way, past all this industrial stuff, there's a boat ramp. And that boat ramp had a porta pot, so I went down there to use that this morning. What about the baby stay? There's really not a good rigger right here in the area, and having conversations with the guy I bought the boat from, apparently when he bought the boat some 20 years ago or whatever, he said that baby stay was in that kind of shape then, so he doesn't anticipate it being a real issue. It should be okay for a little bit. Where's the wheel stored away? The steering wheel is down below. I have it down below. It's actually in the head right now. I didn't want it to disappear, and it's a lot easier to get around up on deck here without the wheel attached to the pedestal. In fact, I'm kind of hoping to rig up a thing on the side so that when I'm at anchor, I can take the wheel and just set it up on the side. That way I can get around here without too much difficulty. Bad enough trying to get around the pedestal by itself with my big belly. With the wheel on, I'd have to get up on the seat, go around and get back down. So it's up and down, and that's hard on my old knees. So we just set the wheel down below. Plus it's got the autopilot and stuff on it, so I like to make sure that it's secure someplace. I don't want it walking away. But yeah, that was my score today. I bought bait, and I bought a really cool old style minnow bucket. And there's minnows in the bucket, by the way. I don't know, did I show you the minnows? I guess I can show you minnows. For those of you that haven't seen minnows. See, I'm gonna stick this in here now. See, there's my minnows. A couple of them dead in there. You always get that from the guy netting them and putting them in there, but I got to get that bait. Let me get it covered up. I got to keep it in the shade. Got to get them down into a cooler here real quick. So anyhow, I just wanted to jump on real quick, let you know the morning's going great. Lily's having a ball. The boat's shaping up. We're getting stuff stored away. Had a nice light breakfast this morning. I just had a banana and a mandarin orange and a strawberry. So, did you have any luck fishing yet? No, that's why I went and bought bait. That's why I went and bought bait, so I'll improve my fishing success ratio. From what I understand, there's a pretty good school of crappie right here in the marina, so I'm going to try hooking some of them. If you move the Traveler back to the helm, you'll have to step over that every time. Yeah, I know, Gary. That's one of the reasons why I may not move that. Can't wait to see it all set up. Me too. Me too. Hopefully that'll be later today. And after I get it all done and stuff, I may do another live stream later on in the day. So, hey, Carl, did I miss anything good? Yeah, Carl, I bought some, I got the ropes for the mast, the halyards. Actually, they were a lot cheaper than I thought. West Marine did some price matching for me where I found a better price, and so that worked out pretty good. The marina has finally got the shower and the bathrooms working, so that's awesome. And I bought a whole bunch of bait, and I got this really cool, old school. I'll show it to you when you get here next weekend, Carl. I got a really cool, old school minnow bucket that floats. So I'm gonna put it over the side here in just a minute so my minnows can stay in the fresh, cold water. So They got a little warm in the bucket while I carried them back here. It is hot. I mean, it's a nice breeze right now, but it's warm. I think it's supposed to get up to 75 today. Stupid question, do you have a captain's chair? No, I don't have a captain's chair. Why do I need a captain's chair? I don't know why I would need a captain's chair. The whole side of the cockpit's just one big chair. Both sides of the cockpit are laid out, so it's one big chair. I don't have like any kind of big, you know, lazy boy. There's no room on the boat for anything like that, but so I don't know. Anyhow, look at that behind me. Isn't that gorgeous? Beautiful out here. When you're steering the boat. Oh, okay, I see, Kim. Actually, Kim, what I do, how goes the unpacking process? Slowly, it's going slowly, Carl. Actually, Kim, what I'm doing, I have a big stainless steel cooler, and I'm gonna sit the cooler back over here in this corner of the cockpit, and that way I can sit up on it and watch and get good visibility to see what I'm doing while I'm driving the boat. So that's gonna be, I guess, my captain's chair, so. But other than that, I don't really need it. I could just sit here on the bench and just, you know, look down the side of the boat. I mean, if I sat here, I mean, there's my view looking forward. So that's at this level. When I'm up on the cooler, I'm up high enough I can see over the top of the cabin roof. So I don't know about chair, but you need a captain's hat. Yeah, I need a hat. I just took my hat off because I was hot. There's my captain's hat. Did I miss anything? Go. Okay, I went back too far. Okay, well, scroll went backwards, I guess. Okay, that works. Yeah, Cam, that works just fine. It'll be very comfortable, give me good visibility, and kind of keep me up in the high and dry. Some of the projects, you know, down the road, I'm thinking about working on as I earn and make more money and can afford it. You know, I'd like to put on a Dodger and you know, put a shade over here, and I want to put up some oh, what's the term for it? I want to build an archway on the back here and then be able to put solar panels and stuff up on the arch and stuff. Just make her a little bit more comfortable. Today we're going to try to get the mast put in. I rigged up stuff so I've got a better stairs for getting in and out now, considering the old stairs, the way they kind of busted and came apart, which we expected them to. So nothing new there, but yeah, beautiful day here on the ship. Beautiful day here on the ship. Had another good night's sleep, just really enjoying this life. You know, as I was walking back and I sat there on the bench, literally sitting at the dock of the bay. You know, of course that song is going through my head. Sitting on the dock of the bay. I was just sitting on the dock of the bay on the bench there, looking out over the water with all the stuff I just bought on my way home here. And just sitting there chilling, just enjoying the moment. And you know, I can't remember the last time that I just enjoyed the moment like that. Just sat there and enjoyed the moment. So one thing weird going on here, very strange to me. The dock next to me over that way, well, I don't know if you can see it, but you see that dock right there next to me? Well, it's got like instead of like the other docks are all solid steel, this one's kind of got like a framework holding it up. Well, now the other day, the bottom side of that framework, the bottom of that, which is about that far below the surface right now, was not underwater. And I noticed the other day that it had been underwater, and then it was above the water, and then underwater. Now I know that's bolted and it doesn't move. So we share your joy. Thanks. And I'm not aware of the Great Lakes one way or the other, but do the Great Lakes have tide? Are the Great Lakes large enough that there's, you know, a couple inches of tide of you know, rise and fall in the Great Lakes? I don't know. It's just struck me as odd, but I noticed the dock next to me has actually moved. So I'm going to have to ask around and find out. I wasn't aware that the Great Lakes had any kind of tidal effect. And if that's the case, then I wonder why the water level is raising and lowering. Yes, there is a tide on the Great Lakes. Wind will move the water. Well, yeah, I guess that's true. Except right now the wind's blowing from here on the north shore to the south shore. So if that was the case, Gary, it would be blowing the water away from here. I mean, yeah, the wind's blowing from that direction away, from this shore to the south or to the north shore. How many people living in the marina? Right now, just me. Yes, in the bay, especially up here. Huh, interesting. Okay. I can barely see my chat. Is that Jan that just said that? Yeah, hey Jan, how you? Huh, okay. I wasn't aware that the Great Lakes had tide. That's very interesting. I mean, it's insignificant tide. It's only an inch or two, but that's really interesting. Up in Alaska, we had feet of tide, yards of tide actually. A full moon dictates tide. Yes, it does. And we're pretty much at a full moon right now. Yes, it's Jen. Hi Jen. Yeah, so I guess that's what it is. Well, I learn something every day, don't you? Spring is the largest tides in the Great Lakes. Well, and we are springtime. Huh. I did not know that the Great Lakes had tide. I mean, it's insignificant. I mean, if this is high tide, we're talking about 4 or 5 inches of tide. When I had my boat up in Alaska, we had all of the docks were floating docks. And there was this big long gangplank thing that you had to walk down. And when it was high tide, the gangplank was straight like this, and at low tide, the thing was like climbing a mountain. So, T triggered? I can't see that. T hashtag triggered. Okay. I don't know what that's about. Huh. Yeah, so I always had to watch on my boat in Alaska that if I had to go anywhere, I waited to high tide to go on and off the boat. Because climbing up that ramp was almost an impossibility, especially if I did any like provisioning and stuff. Oh, hashtag beard, yeah. Yeah, so if I do any provisioning stuff and I use a dock cart, man, that dock cart would be everything I could to hold that dock cart back going down at low tide. We had a pretty brutal winter up here, so probably more water than normal this year. Oh, maybe. Maybe. The water levels do seem high, I guess. I mean, I don't know. Hard to tell in this marina. It's so industrial. I don't know. Huh. Anyhow, back to my morning. So early this morning I got up and I walked down to the boat ramp down there, and I used their, they had some porta-johns down there. I used their porta-john. And then I came back to the boat and I took a bath myself in the boat. I got some water heated up on the cook stove and took some rags and scrubbed up. So I feel nice and fresh, but now I have a shower. So tomorrow morning, guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go over there and take a hot shower. It's supposed to be, I think, 75 today, and I think they're talking about possibly 80 or more tomorrow. I'm gonna probably want air conditioning now. If it gets that hot, I may just go for a swim. Might just go for a swim. So anyhow, guys, I got to get this bait on cooled and the minnows in the water and get these guys organized. I just wanted to jump on here and let everybody know that had a great night, great morning. We're gonna get the mast hopefully up today. So we'll have more for you later. You guys be good and be careful, and we will probably talk to you again this evening. So have a great day, kids. We'll see you later. Please do take good care of one another. Thanks, guys.